Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this special occasion today, on the 4th International Conference on Biophysical Technology in Dentistry, let us introduce ourselves. Myself, Diana Setya Ningsih, and my partners Liana Rahmayani and Zaki Mubarak from Faculty of Dentistry, University of Syiah, Kuala. And we are going to present our research under the title The Durations of Using Denture Against Plaque Formation of Denture Base. Tooth loss itself is affected by the age factor, and for this case it is impact on the decreasing of stomatogenetic functions, and the other impacts are dental and oral health and functional ability such as chewing and speaking, and also psychological in terms of appearance, especially in women. They more concerned about appearance than the men, especially if they lose the anterior teeth. And this psychological in terms of appearance is affected the quality of life itself. And from the data of Riskus Das 2013, it is showed that the number of tooth loss in Indonesian society is for the age of 35 until 44 years, it's about 0.4%, and for the age above 65 years it's about 17.6%. And tooth loss itself has led people to seek for treatment, which is denture. Well, there are various types of dentures, but the most commonly used is a removable denture made of acrylic resin. The use of these dentures has several advantages, such as easy and fast manufacturing processes, affordable prices, also has good aesthetic, and it has a function to restore chewing functions. But also heat cure acrylic resin, this material is also has negative side, but these degradations of this material will happen after a long period of time, which is what happen if it is used for a long period of time is the dimensional change, and also surface roughness, and also color stability. Well, an increase in surface roughness will lead to a greater adhesions of the bacteria. The greater adhesion is due to an irregular and porous surface of the plaque, which is such as food debris and etc., will stick easily and can trigger the growth of bacteria colonies, which continues to increase. As we can see on the picture here, for the stage 1 and 2 on the biofilm formations, we can see the mutualism and commensal bacterial growth, and for the stage 3 we can see the transitions of the bacterial growth, and for the stage 4 we can see the pathogenic bacterial growth. And what happened next is these dense colonies will form biofilm that will continue to grow and develop into denture plaque. Denture plaque will be exacerbated due to the lack of knowledge in cleansing the denture. So here there is a correlation also with the cleansing process of the use of the denture itself. And this is also in accordance or in line with Agun Rinhen's research in 2015, which is showed that there are still many denture wearers who did not understand how to brush good dentures, so that it allowed food deposit to occur and form plaque on the denture. And then the materials and methods of our research. Our subjects are chosen by accidental total sampling method over a period of 2 weeks, start from 1st March until 17 March 2020. And we obtained 14 patients who were willing to join, and then these patients were given online questionnaire and denture plaque score were measured. And these subjects were divided into three groups. First group is those who use denture for less than 1 year, and second group is those who use denture for 1 to 3 years, and the third group is those who use dentures for more than 3 years. Well, we continue to denture plaque score assessment. Step 1, the denture were removed from the oral cavity and soaked in a bowl filled with water for 1 minute to remove the food debris. And then we use FV plaque solution under the treat name Biodynamica, then smear all over the intaglio surface by using a brush applicator and left for 1 minute. And then next, the intaglio area was washed under running water to remove the unborn dye. And then we assess the Tarbet index by using the score. And score of 0 indicates that there is no plaque, while score 1 showed a mild plaque, which is 25% of the denture area, and score 2 showed moderate plaque, which is 26% to 50% of the denture area, and score 3 indicates a severe plaque, which is 51 to 75% of the denture area, and score 4 is very severe plaque, which is 76 to 100% of the denture area. And then record the score obtained and brush the denture surface by using a brush until it clean. Well, now we are going to see the result of this research. The majority of denture patients who were willing to be the subjects were women, which is 92.9%, and generally aged above 55 years, which is 35.7%. And we can see here table 1 showed socio-demographic states of denture patients. Table 1 showed that the average number of the patients were retirees, which is 28.7%, with educational backgrounds ranging from junior high school to postgraduate. This result also showed that 42.9% were patients who used RPD or removable partial dentures and had used them for different periods of time. Next, we can see table 2, which showed effects of durations of use on the denture plaque formation score. From this table, we can see that the denture plaque score showed different results depending on the duration of use. The denture plaque score produced after less than 1 year of use was 1 to 2, whereas 2 until 3 years of use, the denture plaque score showed an increase up to a score of 3. However, if it was used for a longer period of time, the denture score became more varied, namely a score of 1 to 3, as we see on table 2. The result of the analysis of these correlations then can be seen on the table 3 on the next slide. On this table 3, we can see the correlations between the durations of denture use and the plaque score. The result of this chi-square test showed a p-value of 0.042, which the p-value is less than 0.05. This value indicated that there was a significant correlation between the durations of denture use and the denture hygiene score. The test result also showed that the Spearman correlation was 0.195, less than 0.5, which is this is weak correlations with a positive correlations. This result could be assumed to show that the longer the use of the denture, the higher the denture hygiene score, or vice versa. As we noticed that the highest percentage of subjects who used acrylic removable denture were over 45 years old and 92.9% were women. This is along with Magdalena et al. Research in 2010 obtained the same result. The women were more likely to use removable dentures due to aesthetic concerns compared to men. And talking about the additions of the bacteria, as in this research, we could see more additions from stent denture were reaching 25% till 50%, as we could see on table 2 and table 3 before. This is along with Jafari's research in 2014 that there were differences in the number of bacteria between patients with dentures and without dentures. Well, we're talking about the surface roughness of the heat cure acrylic resin. This is not going to be happen directly after the use of the denture itself. But surface roughness happen to increase after years to years, especially after 1 to 3 years of use. This is due to the lack of the patient knowledge about caring for the hygiene, and also because the older the patient was, the less ability to maintain the denture hygiene. And this could also be happen due to the wrong tooth cleaning process, such as brushing with hard bristle and cleaning only visible surface, especially with patients who use RPD or removable partial denture, who has natural teeth left. And heat cure acrylic resin, after use, it is usually happens the color change and the porosity also increases in the denture. This could also causes the change in the structures of the denture base. And what happened to the development of the plaque? In this research, we could see that above 1 year, it could happen increase in the score indicated that the dental plaque had reached a 50 to 75% of the denture area. This could be due to the leaching of monomer increase, and then the roughness increase, and then more of plaque formations, and in the end it also increased the score of plaque denture. And how about the use under 1 year? And under 1 year, we could also see that lower score than of the denture plaques in the other groups. Why? This could be because the dissolution process and the release of the remaining monomer began, and we could see the pores and also increase in the surface roughness of the dentures, and finally in the end it could increase the plaque denture. But of course this is not the same as after above 1 year of the use. However, in this study we could see that the denture plaque score forms after the use more than 3 years is decreasing. So why could this happen? Let's see. This might be due to many things, especially the material and the quality of the denture. In terms of the material, the platform had covered the entire denture pores area so that the surface roughness was much smaller. In the other hand, the residual monomer from PMMA, as we noticed that this is the main content of the acrylic resin, was less, so that the pores form was also getting lost due to the mechanical cleansing process. And how about the long-term use of the denture? As we know that in RFD or removable full dentures, it could happen to be loose or overmoving or maladjustment or incompatibility, and this condition is thought to cause the patient prefer not to use the denture at any time. This could also be happen because the change of dimensional of the dentures or the change of the character of the supporting tissue of the dentures. So the denture plaque score is automatically will decrease in this case. And how about the patient who use RPD or removable partial denture? In this case, patients still have natural teeth left. So most of the patients would have the difficulty in cleansing the denture from food debris stuck between them. And in addition, the gender factor was more in women. Why could this be happen? As we talked about this before, that women care more about their aesthetic, especially if the denture was anterior, which was related to aesthetic factors. Women would care more about the hygiene of the dentures, so it would not affect the denture plaque score to be increased even if it used for a long term, because the woman would care more about the hygiene. Well, we've come to the end of this research. It is conclusions. Well, we could conclude that the durations of the denture use can affect the score of plaque form on the denture. The longer it is used, the higher the denture plaque score is formed. When describing the durations of dentures use as a factor for dental plaque forming, there are actually many other factors that can accompany it, such as age, gender, the way of cleansing the teeth, and the patient physical and others. Well, that is all the presentations of our research. We apologize for any mistake and thank you for your attentions. Last but not least, thanks to Syiah Kuala University and LPPM Syiah Kuala University who has funded this research through scheme like for 2020. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.